Tied to a deadly hantavirus outbreak is now moving closer to Spain. 17 Americans on board are expected to be taken off the ship by the CDC teams and flown to a federal quarantine facility in Nebraska. Here's ABC's Michelle Franzen with the latest.
The cruise ship linked to a deadly hantavirus outbreak with 140 people on board, including 17 Americans, is now headed for Tenerife port in Spain's Canary Islands. At the port, tensions are rising, workers protesting over fears the virus could spread after the outbreak has left 3 dead. ABC's Maggie Rulli is on the ground.
Right now, we're in the port where the ship won't even be allowed to dock. We expect it to anchor in the water right here. Everyone on board will be given a medical assessment before being ferried off in small groups, taken to the port here in hazmat suits, and then boarded onto military-guarded buses and taken to the airport.
The State Department says it is in contact with Americans on board. CDC personnel will then accompany them onto a charter flight to the National Quarantine Unit in Omaha, Nebraska. The facility was used during the early stages of the COVID outbreak.
Just to be clear, these are 17 healthy individuals. The quarantine unit is the place where you put people when you're observing them, where they may get disease, but the vast majority in general do not go on to develop disease.
Spanish officials say the passengers and crew will be screened and will only be allowed off the ship once their aircraft is ready for takeoff. Health experts say the threat to the general public is very low, and hantavirus is not easily passed from person to person as COVID or the flu.
With the Andes strain, it can be spread from human to human transmission. Important caveat, this really takes close contact. This takes a prolonged amount of time being with someone in an isolated space. It doesn't spread as easily as other airborne viruses or as rapidly as well.
Health officials are monitoring at least 9 Americans from 6 states, including 2 who were potentially exposed to an infected cruise passenger on a flight. No one has shown symptoms so far. The CDC is treating the outbreak as a level 3 emergency response. The risk to the public remains low, but is being closely monitored. Michelle Franzen, ABC News, New York.